Britain enjoyed its best day of the games so far on Wednesday with a haul of 6 medals, including 2 golds. The medal rush took Team GB to 9th in the table and puts them to the head of their medal tally at the same stage of the 2012 games. However, there was yet another 4th place in the pool, which leaves Team GB way out in front in the heartbreak stakes, with 7 athletes having finished 1 place outside the medals. Here's how the action unfolded on day 5. Froome finishes 3rd. Chris Froome's underwhelming Olympics continued with the Tour de France winner having to settle for a bronze in the men's cycling individual time trial. He missed out on a medal in Saturday's road race, and on Wednesday he struggled to master a 54.6 km course, finishing 1 minute and 2.12 seconds behind Fabien Cancellara of Switzerland. Holland's Tom Dumoulin took silver and Britain's Geraint Thomas finished 9th. "I can't be disappointed," reflected the 31-year-old Froome. "I'd love to have been in with a chance of gold. I gave it everything I had. I tried to hold back a little bit for the last lap knowing how hard the course was, but I didn't have any more." Team GB shootout. There was joy for one Briton and heartbreak for another as Stephen Scott won the bronze medal shootout in the double trap shooting event against compatriot Tim Neal. Scott scored a perfect 30, while Neal could only manage 28, to leave the former delighted. "I can't describe what this means, but I've worked my butt off," exclaimed Scott. In the gold medal match, the Hayat Al-Dahani of Kuwait beat Italy's Marco Innocenti 26-24. Canoeing king Joe Clarke took a brilliant gold in the kayak K1 thanks to a nerveless final run. The 23-year-old from Staffordshire had qualified 3rd fastest for the final, but he saved his best for last, posting the time of 88.53 seconds on the 250m whitewater course to take 1st place. Slovenia's Peter Kozer, the favorite for gold, finished 0.17 seconds behind clay, with Czech Jiri Proskabek taking bronze after incurring some penalties on his final run. "Everything pieced together so nicely, I can't put it into words," said Clarke. "I knew I was capable, but to put down that run in the Olympic final, it is a dream come true." It is only the 2nd canoeing gold Britain has won in the Olympics, following the Timothy Bailey and A. Bienstoff triumph 4 years ago in the men's C2 canoe double event. Judo Joy Sally Conway from Edinburgh erased memories of her 2nd-round defeat at the London Olympics by winning the bronze in the 70 kg weight category, beating world champion Geoffroy Main of France on the way. She saw off Main in the last 16, but lost to silver medalist Yuri Alvear in the semi-finals. The Briton bounced back to defeat Austria's Bernadette Graf in the bronze medal match by scoring the single Yuko and promptly declared, "It hasn't sunk in. I knew if I was going to come away with a medal I would have to put in my best performance." Japan's Haruka Tachimoto beat Alvear of Colombia to take the gold medal. Historic diving gold. Team GB won their 1st diving gold in Olympic history after a stunning performance by Jack Laffer and Chris Mears. Their victory in the men's synchronized 3m springboard, added to their 2 Commonwealth and European crowns, underlines their dominance in an event traditionally ruled by the Chinese. Having won gold in every other diving event in Rio, China had to settle for bronze behind the British pair and the USA. It was a remarkable culmination in the life and career of the 23-year-old Mears, who, as BBC Sport reports, was given the 5% chance of survival in January 2009 after contracting the rare Epstein-Barr virus. A ruptured spleen and the loss of 5 pints of blood left the reading diver in hospital 4 weeks, and though he returned to diving in 2010 he failed to win the medal at the 2012 Olympics. "After going through all that horrible experience, just making the 2012 Olympics in London was enough for me," he told the BBC. "But we were in a different position at this Games. We knew we could get medals here, we kind of thought we could get gold, but to actually get it is just incredible." Gymnastics glory. Max Whitlock won Great Britain's 1st all-around gymnastics Olympic medal since Walter Tysell silver in 1908 after a superb display in Rio. The 23-year-old finished 3rd behind Japan's Kohei Uchimura, the 2012 Olympic champion, and Ukraine's Oleg Verniev. Whitlock's compatriot, Al Wilson, finished in 8th place. Whitlock had the advantage of performing his routine early on, but he then had to sit and wait to see if his points total of 90.641 would be enough to get him on the podium. It was, just, with Russia's David Belyansky finishing the mere 0.143 points behind the Briton. "My coach and I have been working so hard over the past 4 years," said Whitlock. "We stepped out of London 2012 and I wanted to prove myself as an all-rounder and I've done that. I feel I've completed that target now." Rugby Sevens drama Team GB face South Africa on Thursday in the semi-final of the men's Rugby Sevens after defeating Argentina in the quarters in one of the most extraordinary matches in the history of the sport. In wet, blustery conditions more akin to Rio than Rio, the two sides failed to score any points in the 14 minutes of normal time, although Argentina had the chance to win the tie with what would have been the last kick of the game. But the South Americans' drop goal attempt was off target, resulting in sudden death extra time. The British team attempted a penalty kick only for Tom Mitchell's effort hit the post, but then soon after Dan Bevis finally broke the deadlock with a well-worked try. "I thought that our Olympic dream was over, but luck was on our side," said Beebe. Team GB faced South Africa in the semi-final while Fiji, who knocked out New Zealand in the quarter-final, take on Japan in the other last four clash. Near miss in the pool, Andrew Willis finished fourth in the final of the men's 200m breaststroke as Dmitry Balandin of Kazakhstan took gold in a time of 2 minutes 7.46 seconds. American Josh Pranat won silver and Anton Chukhov of Russia finished third, just 0.08 seconds in front of the Briton. In the women's 200m breaststroke, Team GB's Molly Renshaw and Chloe Tutton both qualified for Friday's final 2.17 with 20-year-old Renshaw setting a new British record of 2 hours 22 minutes and 33 seconds in her semi-final.